we're going to just jump right on into this. What you're looking at right there is, that says numerical black magic. I don't really know what else to put. Before I go any further, if you're new to what's coming through me, if you're listening, you need to get this book and any book about mineral salts. That's what your body's made of. Your brain, everything runs like your vehicle does. The oil and the gas in the vehicles is the oil and the gas in you. Now, you're going to have to dig deeper to find that. And what we consume is what makes us run. And if we consume modified substances and stuff, then it's going to be easier for us to be controlled and to be guided into a direction sort of like cattle, like animals. And magic's real. Sorcery is real. You know, Lord of the Rings, that's Saturn. Saturn's Lord of the Rings. And the Vatican said, hey, no, it's nothing wrong with that in Harry Potter. And it's all ecclesiastical in a weird and twisted way. Yeah, it's all their hidden, esoteric, dark, black magic, like hidden. And then there's a darker side that's like gematria, which you'll have to look into it. It's like I was telling a very dear person to me tonight. And I said, don't treat me like everybody else. I said, just listen. Okay? Because our whole life, our brain has been kidnapped. And it's hard to listen to somebody from the hospital bed when we've got possessions and image and careers and all this worldly stuff, which is, the whole world is under mass hypnosis. I'm talking about mass hypnosis through very serious black magic and sorcery. And it's through Disney, and it's through TV, Hollywood. You know, it's through the newspapers, it's the news. Dude, you're surrounded. Okay, these people that control the world, these bloodlines have finally got there. They've been planning this shit for a long time. And they've gave us all these little contraptions, little inventions, you know, to keep our heads looking down. Okay? We got to stay looking down. And our whole life has been inside, you know, because they've controlled the airwaves from day one. All radio, all newspaper. Before technology, they had the newspapers with lies in it. They had Abraham Lincoln back in the mid-1850s, an article saying that he was, what was it? That he was either a woman or an alien or some shit. And it's like for real. Like they put it out there. Because they know that there's people out there that's going to be, that are so dumb and it ain't their fault, that it's going to be like, man, did you know that he was an alien? Damn. And eventually you stay in lies because you control the news. Here's a newspaper every day. Newspaper. And everybody reads that shit every day. And then it becomes concrete within our subconscious. It's just like this. The King James Version was the King James Version. The authorized. There wasn't nothing else authorized. It's just this. That's why when I approach people that I love, and it's like, you know, you'll go to the mat over that book, but you'll fucking go worship sports, TV, foods, and all this other shit. See, it's okay to do everything else that this says to not do, except look up and everything. Because that's the whole design, too. Is to keep us looking down. You know. But, you know, this goes back. Very evil people own this. They own the rights to it. And you can see in time that the Bible, you know, the Geneva and the others, we're going to say it's up here, this is good. You know, and then it just slowly starts going down. Each Bible, you know, Christ. And then once you get down here, it's gone. Sorry. And that's what y'all taking up for, the Christians now. The world. And Jesus says, he says, You know, you be in the world, but not of it. Well, anything outside of God is an idol. So let's look at anything outside of God as an idol. I'm going to show you some stuff right here. Foods, alcohol, you know. This is where I'm going. TV, movies, you know, careers. See, this is the trap. You know, money, you know, sports. And this is some real talk, because we're going to do a part 1 and a part 2. Because my phone, for some reason, I can't post stuff that's real long. So within society, you know, we have these this is worshiped. And it is. Well, it's not necessarily sports, but it is, but it's the teams. You know, that shit's in the churches. And nothing against you. I'm just saying, this is outside of God. And the sorcery, this is not numerical, just the black magic itself, because they've got the same symbols. The teams and the logos, the same symbols that's under black magic and sorcery. That creates archetypes within our subconscious. And they already know that we're on the pills. Okay, that's sorcery. The pills are. That's pharmakia. So they know we're under the influence of that. This says to not partake in sorcery. And sorcery is pharmakia. Pharmakia is on every corner. And these false prophets get out there and say that's the Lord's medicine, and it's a mockery, because it is. It's Satan's medicine. Okay? You know, and truly this is an idol. This is you not knowing your body. And we are the governing body. Alright? Governing body. Your body, you're the governor of your body. Just like how Jupiter, Mars, Venus, and all that, that's the governor of their orbits, realms, whatever you want to call them. And when you don't govern your body anymore and you allow the government, which means control mind, to control your body through sorcery and pharmakia and pills and everything, then you're under mass hypnosis, black magic, sorcery. These teams are owned by the of owners of old. Because remember, when the Civil War was created on purpose, because the Vatican and them legalized slavery, and then when the Civil War post, we became a corporation, full-blown slavery. On your birth certificate, it's going to say commerce. It's going to say this right here. Okay? And that's what cattle are under. And that's the trick too. And to not accept that you are cattle under this system that we're in is mass hypnosis and black magic. Real sorcery. Real sorcery. And see, when we're under the influence of pills and movies and news and TV and newspapers and foods, fast foods and all this stuff and snacks, then we're under a big time spell, because now our brain is deficient of mineral salts. It's deficient of mineral salts. What you're made of. You're not taught that so you can be dumb. That we're going to glorify all this. This is mass sorcery. Because they've taken all the mineral salts out and put in like an oil change. That's where the whole concept comes from. And they've cleaned us out of the spring well water, of the plants, what saved my life. You know, mineral salts. Everything natural that cures everything. This shit over here, I mean, they make us to where we have to have treatment. But the treatment is actually the spell of us constantly just being in the fucking spell of I'm being safe. And it's like you're under like mass sorcery. Because the movies, Hollywood, okay, this is the trick too. Okay. And then what this is this is a holly. a holly stick, Holly, a holly stick. It's wood though. So what? And then the 12 constellations are on this. You know, your Christmas carol, deck the halls with boughs of holly. That's what this is. It's holly because it's actually holy. But what they've done is this. They created Hollywood because the Druids, or the Druidic system, I've got some stuff in here. But they not just them, but other like sorcerers and enchanters and shit. They would go to the crossroads, you know, of an intersection. And then once you do that, you've got your zodiac. But anyways, they would stand in the middle of the or in the middle of the hexagon. This is a hexagram, 6-pointed star, Saturn, cube, all that. They would stand in the hexagon and they would cast spells. And the hexagon, they would cast hexes, you know, on people using the Hollywood. And the whole concept through the movies, through the pills, the alcohol, you're sitting there watching it. Well, you're under mass sorcery because it's what they do. They're telling you what they do. The technology that we have, this is not to help us. This is to fuck you up and to keep you fucked up. Bad. Like real bad. And it's them using the Druidic system and the other shit. It's not, there was some good shit with them. But you read this shit and it's like, man, you know, their job is to make the past look real bad. Or whatever, to confuse it, but they'll have truth in a lot of it. But this shit's everywhere. This and the fucking pentagram. It's everywhere. It's because it's got vibration. It creates thought. It creates hypnotic rhythm to where you can't fucking get out of it. And that leads me into like the numbers. You know, this is where it comes up. I'm just putting these up here because some of y'all that's watching this know you've seen those numbers are 322, and there's a bunch more. So this next video that I'm going to do, I'm going to talk about how everything's leading into a certain date. Okay? And that's why for the past however many years that when we bring something to light to the surface, society shuts it down because they're under mass fucking sorcery. You know, their whole life has been driven. Radio, every day, newspapers. They have been given a system that is man-made that ain't even fucking real. It ain't even real. It was a temporary design built with black magic and sorcery. Built with the substances to go into the brain, which is Christ, and to alter it into a state of control. And it's a lot easier to control people when you dumb them down and make them obese, give them cancer on purpose. Because you create in the hospital industry, which is the biggest fucking Hollywood act of all. You know, y'all, people root on getting these institutes. And we're like, when you get in more hospitals, that means the people are sick. So that means we're getting sicker. Shouldn't that mean that we need to fucking fix it? No, man, we're being safe. It's like y'all are more pathetic than any race that's ever walked this earth. And you think a fucking mask is going to save you. That's mass sorcery. It's like, come over here and look at it. And seeing it's the TV. The shit ain't real. What I'm going to show you here in a minute, and you go watch part 2. It'll fucking blow your mind. Because we finally tied in some numbers to some stuff. Because it's like I said, year and a half ago, I said, y'all ain't coming out of this. And you hadn't. It's going to keep getting worse. Really, really fucking bad. Because you're all blind. It's like, no, we're coming back. Because the left and the right is the phoenix. It's the eagle. The eagle is the phoenix. You know, and under the eagle or the phoenix, it's got feathers. And on your dollar bill, it's the, oh shit. It's ripped in half. That's the families under it. Because they're behind the phoenix or the eagle. And the phoenix is about to erupt. And out of the ashes is going to come this new world order. But the families under it is representing them guiding the eagle or the phoenix. into this direction of this new world order, and they're using a left and right paradigm, which is blue and red, which is your pineal and pituitary, electric and magnetic, that has to do with the torus fields, torso, clitoris, tora, tarot, taurus, bull. The mineral salt that Taurus, the bull, represents carries double its weight. The molecules inside of you, the cell salts. Isn't that crazy? Taurus, the bull, it's cell salt that's inside of you that you're made of, the mineral salt alkaline. It carries double the weight. And you have Red Bull. Red Bull kills the oil inside of you. We no more of that, because then that way you can enforce the sorcery harder, because you've eradicated what's natural. That's why people, it's like, dude, y'all crazy. A plant saved me. Y'all fucking running around, you obey, and never ask questions. It's like, no, we're right, man. It's like, y'all are fucking crazy because you've lost your opportunity to take care of yourself. And here comes big fat penis government. Government assistance. They created you to have government assistance. That's another fucking big magic trick. There should be nobody poor, 1 in 4 children are starving, 1 in 2 is dehydrated. And all people can do is just keep fucking going, man, this is getting great in here in America. It's like, y'all are crazy. They're telling you on TV and you still sit there and click it and go, let's go look at something else. It's mass hypnosis. But what I'm going to bring you, you got to fight through all this because I care about you. We don't know each other, and I love you. Because I know what it's like to just go along like a robot. And there's always a thought in your head, I know there is, going, man, there's something else is going on. And if you're running around skippity-doo all day, fucking rainbow colors and shit, you're gone. There's no hope at all. Because the only way to sell the dinosaurs to space is to control the environment and then implement a structure and to make it concrete at a young age within our subconscious to create the archetype that it's fucking real, Matt. I'm not looking up. It's like that's in here. It says declare the heavens declare the glory of God. And you've never looked up. There's my handiwork. Nobody pays attention. He's telling you. But man, under mass sorcery in these churches, which is Satan, has made you look down, has made you accept a heliocentric satanic globe Baal model that has never been fucking proven. There is people all over YouTube with lasers now going, check this shit out. But it's not on the news. You got to be off all that shit before you can see it. And y'all want it right now. And that's the trick, is you were never going to get it right now. So I'm going to bring some numbers. And we're not saying something's going to happen, but after you see it, it's more likely going to happen. Because it's all of it. It's all of it put together. And all I ask is that you just watch, because the numerical black magic is, it's real, and it has to do with 9/11. I mean, damn, come on, 911, you call 911. 19 hijackers, 19 years ago when COVID broke out in 2020, hijacked a plane, and then 19 years later, you got C-19. It's insane. It's fucking crazy. COVID, it all started with him, with Kobe. You take Kobe's name and put it into Hebrew and bring it back out, and it's COVID. Yeah. Man, it's just coincidence. It's like we have probably 50,000 coincidences. How's that? I don't know, but you'll die for this. This is reality because it's all we've ever known. That's it. We don't know anything else. And where's God before I go? Down here at the bottom. Yeah, hey, buddy. Oh, hey, I can't fit in there. That's the biggest one of all. So I'm going to bring some heat here in a second. All right. So we got that. Hopefully that'll open you up a little bit. And some of y'all out there is like, God, he ain't no dummy. He got my attention. All right. See you in a minute. Love you.